Hello, and thank you for tuning into Empowering Communities. This presentation is sponsored by Libraries Transforming Communities, the Millstadt Library, Abilities Behavior Services, and Trinity Services. I am currently employed with Abilities Behavior Services, which is a division of Trinity Services in Southwest Illinois. The overview for today's training will be going over what is a community, what is empowerment, some examples of organizations within our community that can assist with community empowerment, education, action, some systems of support within a community, and how everyone can access the community. So starting off with, what are some types of empowerment? There are organizational, political, cultural, economic, educational, psychological, gender, individual, and community, which will be our focus in this presentation. So what is a community? It is a group of people, either small or large, that share similar characteristics and potentially live in the same area. It's also a feeling of fellowship as a result of sharing common goals, attitudes, and interests. So what is empowerment? Empowerment can address community concerns, create partnerships within the community and outside. It can build community capacity. You can share your ideas with the community and stakeholders. You're able to see action occurring, and you can see inclusion occurring through empowerment. Education. You can educate yourself by the needs to find out what is needed in the community by attending meetings and trainings, such as this one. You can read articles or watch ads about areas in the community that need assistance. You can also talk with community agency workers and volunteers to see where the need lies. You can volunteer at community agencies or at community events. And this is from the World Health Organization about how action can impact community empowerment. So when we are active in the community, you're able to increase control over your own life. Then you're able to have ownership over the changes in your community. You can share your knowledge with others, and you can communicate and participate in the community as you please. So what are some systems of support within a community? They are funding sources. If we do not have the funding sources, then we may not have some of those community organizations that are vital for a community to be empowered. Community members, that's all the members of the community that are involved either through donating or volunteering or participating in any community events. And then outside organizations. So some examples of community programs are food banks, community centers, cooperative farms, Girl or Boy Scouts, religious organizations, the library, schools, sports, any kind of sporting events. But really ask yourself, are those organizations for everyone? Where is everyone in the community able to fit? Any community is diverse, which is a fact. And equity is a choice, inclusion is an action, and belonging is an outcome. When we're able to be included and engaged in our community, we're able to be happy, healthy, and relaxed individuals. But we have to have choices of organizations that we can be involved in. Everyone has a choice of whether or not to be involved in an organization. So we need to offer that choice to those who may have neurodiverse learning or developmental disabilities. And then we come into the area of communication. How are those individuals able to communicate the choice to be or not to be in an organization? How are they able to communicate with those once they are a part of a community event or organization? In the next slide, we're going to be going over just a few different ways that somebody can communicate to others their likes and dislikes within a community event or organization. So these are all the different areas of communication where someone is able to express their needs and want. At the very top in the orange, we have speech and or noises. We have gestures such as using their hand for pointing or for motioning over to something, body language, facial expressions, pointing at objects, pointing at words, a use of technology for communication, drawing, and writing. Also, something we have to ask ourselves about the community or events or organizations that are in each community is what skills are needed for someone to be involved in that group, whether that is being able to lift something or being able to talk or being able to sort and organize food or clean an area when finished. Those are all skills we need to be able to look at and evaluate and see, does each community member that's involved have those skills? And especially in particular with individuals who may have a developmental disability, physical disability, or neurodiverse learning. What are the skills that that population needs to be able to participate in the community and feel like they can be a part of something and belonging? Everyone is different and everyone is an individual. And being a part of a community event or organization is person specific. You may not know how to effectively or accurately support someone in the community until you find out more about that person's needs. And a great way to do that, or to be a part of an organization where you can see some diverse needs, is to be a part of Special Olympics. And this is a global organization that hosts sporting events throughout the year for individuals with disabilities. This may be an area of community empowerment that a person with a developmental disability or neurodiverse could be a part of throughout the year. It is funded by donors, and these events are typically hosted at community places like schools and religious organizations, or maybe a community center. And the volunteers are from the community and they assist participants typically one-on-one if needed. Again, that's person specific. They may not need someone with them, but that's a good way to find out what that person needs to be able to participate in an event, a sporting event like Special Olympics. Another one that I think a lot of people in each community is involved in is social media. And what's great about social media is there's very specific special interests that are in each social media community. You can have the ability to connect with people outside of where you live. So you may find more common ground with people in a different area or a different state or a different country that maybe um, you identify closely with compared to the people in the community where you live. You're able to communicate in a way that works best. A lot of people do use pictures or memes or GIFs or emoticons to communicate through social media. And that is a type of total communication. And you can access social media almost everywhere. You can go to the library and log in and be a part of a social media community through people's phones, iPads, computers, or any other device that has access to the internet. And oftentimes it's at no cost to the users. We are able to rise by lifting others. If you really want everyone in the community to feel like they have a voice and that they are seen and able to participate, then we need to really reach out to everyone in the community to make sure that they are able to participate in any event that they would like to, whether that be Boy or Girl Scouts or being part of a religious vacation Bible school or Sunday school group. There are things that everyone can do in the community to make sure that everyone has their voice heard and to feel like they are belonging and a part of something. Here's some references of things that I talked about throughout the training from the World Health Organization, about Special Olympics, and about the types of empowerment. Thank you for tuning in. My name again is Lauren Behme. I'm a board certified behavior analyst, and my email address is lbehme@trinityservices.org. I welcome anybody to reach out through email if they would like to talk more or to find out about services that we can provide in each community. Thank you very much.